Listen, YouTube, I'm going to say this, and I think a lot of people are going to agree with me, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me. But please bring back the 6-axis block, and please bring back the health zones from in the middle to the sides and 3 to the body. Hear me out. I know you're probably like, Pry, you probably one of the ones that wanted it gone. Yeah, I probably was. And I'll take fault to that. I'll admit to that. But the problem is that system that Undisputed added to the game, that's the way that they designed it. So when you design something a certain way and then you change one thing about the design, you can fuck up everything. Now, I'm not saying that's what Undisputed done or that's what happened, but I think what they had in place was really well when I think about it now. Because you force people to learn the 6-axis block. In my honest opinion, if you're playing a ranked mode, a competitive mode, you play by their rules. 6-axis block should be a mandatory. You need to block all zones of your head, because in boxing, it ain't always about blocking. The first line of defense is your feet. You want to move around. You want to get out of there. You want to sidestep. You want to lunge. You want to move around. You want to be evasive with the feet. And I think people just, it's a thing in combat sports games where people would rather, instead of depending on the feet, they'll depend on the blocking, the arms, the gloves. They'll just depend on blocking. But if you guys ever done a spar before, man, the gloves only get you so far. You can only block certain spots. So, sometimes it's best to just not be there. And with Undisputed, what they done, and I'm going to talk about something else, the footwork, in a second. So if you guys want to stick around, even if you don't want to stick around and you're like, here goes Pride complaining again, hey, so be it, bro. I want a better boxing game. So I'm going to complain and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say what I want to say. And whether you want to listen to it or not, it's on you, respectfully. But the thing that they had where where you could block multiple spots, right? You could, it took away from spammers. Day one of Undisputed was Deontay Wilder's dream because of the blocking system. You add that 6-axis block. Hey, Deontay Wilder, if I'm forced to block your shot, I know exactly what you're going to do. Here you go. I'm going to hold the phone. I know your overhand right's coming. I'm going to turn here. I'm going to hold the phone. You're going to punch all this. Yeah, I might still feel this thing, but you're going to punch all this. All that's going to get punched. Straight up. All that's going to get punched. You're going to punch that. Now I can set up bop, boom, bop, right? Bop, boom, bop, boom. You can set up counters. Counter damage is another thing that needs some love in Undisputed. I think too many people are eating counters. In boxing, counters suck. Eating countered sucks, period. Because you think you're throwing something and bop. But Deontay Wilder players would have been easy work if one, head movement was a thing, because tracking just seems to be much stronger than head movement, and they throw a punch, they're gonna land. And head movement, not nothing. Blocking, I'm saying, now we're dependent on this. We're dependent on blocking high, blocking. Okay, if I block high, hopefully I block that shot. That's not competitive enough for me. That gives me Fight Night Champion vibes. That gives me just a fighting game vibes. To give me more control of my blocking. I want to, if in boxing, I'm gonna take that punch away from you. I'm gonna take. Oh, fuck, my bad. I'm gonna take that punch away from you. Okay, I'm gonna take that punch away from you. Now you gotta give me something else, because now I've completely taken that punch away from you because I'm just blocking it. You're gonna keep throwing. I'm gonna keep blocking it. I'm gonna keep blocking it. That's if we're depending on our block. Now, another thing that Undisputed, in my honest opinion, has to change, it 100% has to change, is movement. As I watch more boxing, I've been watching it, I've realized that you can't, as smoothly as these guys are moving around, as fluidly, it's not a thing that a lot of boxers do. I'm seeing people do it with Eddie Hall. I'm seeing people do it with Deontay Wilder. These guys' footwork is not like that. But you know what the biggest issue of that is? It's the ability to trap people. Now, granted, yes, you can cut people off. I'm not saying you can't. You can cut people off in Undisputed. But the problem is their ability to just slip out. To just slip out, but and not be trapped is the issue. The speed in which they can just slide out and be slimy is the issue. And you can tell me, oh, you probably you don't know boxing. Unc, I know that's a possibility. You may say, probably you don't know boxing. But there's not one instant where I've seen somebody basically be trapped. Even when they're in flat-footed, they can still slide out. Because in thinking, right, if I'm looking at it, I'm thinking if I have you trapped, and even if you decide to step here, what if I step there too, and now we create a collision? Now that's another issue, because when you get to a certain distance, there's a wall there. There's a wall. Now, granted, me and Marshall Mine are not the coolest, but Marshall Mine has talked about that invisible wall that is between you and your opponent that stops you guys from colliding. But if I know you're going to try to circle out, or you're going to try to step this way, I can step that way. Okay, cut you off. Now, boom, boom, we may collide a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. But that, again, the footwork in the game. So, yes, I think the footwork is good, but the issue with the footwork, people are moving way too fast and fluidly with boxers that don't move that fluidly on the back foot. They just don't. Also, another thing in this game that I think needs to be addressed: punch animations. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that they are bad. I'm going to sit here and say that some of them don't make absolutely any sense and should be completely taken out of the game. Example, throw a left hook with Ryan Garcia with a power shot. He is going to wind this. He's going to... Nobody throws a power hook that way. I don't even know why that was designed and put into the game. Throw a left hook with Ryan Garcia, power hook, and you will see how some of these power punches are just, they're too obvious. Like, the punch takes a 0.7 seconds to come out. And 0.7 seconds is a long time for a punch. Probably a second to come out. Hold on. Like, no. Take that out. On top of that, punches moving forward are so slow. Fix it. Fix it. There's no reason why somebody can move backwards and throw combinations faster than somebody that's moving forward. Right? I'm stepping forward, getting it, just jabbing in, kicking off the back foot, really gaining that distance, right? You can't do that. The punches moving forward are just so slow. And that's why pressure fighting or aggressive fighting is not great, because now I have to throw punches moving slow versus somebody with really good footwork, and it just creates the issue with the offensive or the defensive guy just being more at an advantage. That's why a lot of people just fight on the back foot, and when you get in close, they just throw hooks. But guess what? That ties back into head movement, because now if I can move my head properly, right? If I can, even if I don't fucking sway back, bop, pull counter, straight right, straight left if you're southpaw, bop, right? Or even ducking under, right? Because in boxing, you want to slip. I'm finna slip, put your chin in front of you, chin down, shoulder, slip. This is a sway back. I'm gonna slip and roll. You can't roll. You can't roll that it just doesn't flow well, bro. That's my complaint, y'all. Whether y'all agree with me or you disagree, put it in the comment section. I'm done yapping about it. I appreciate you guys' time. If you enjoyed any parts, hit the like button, subscribe button, turn notifications. I'm passionate about Undisputed because I want a boxing game. I want a better boxing game. It's as simple as that. But yeah, y'all stay up, stay blessed.